of the jury, we are here today to try Adam, the peasant, for violation of the enclosure laws of England. Prosecutor, you may begin your case.
Adam the peasant, do you accept these charges as they are presented by the honorable judge?
I do not accept these charges and plead not guilty.
Your Honor, I wish to call my first witness to the stand, Jethro Tull.
You may call your first witness.
Thank you, Your Honor. Please state your name and background.
My name is Jethro Tull, and I am an English agriculturalist. I am a pioneer in the field of agriculture. I pioneered a seed drill drawn by horse, which reduces the amount of waste in seeds and space. I also developed a horse-drawn hoe, which has been adopted by tons of farmers.
Thank you, Mr. Tull. Now to begin, you were witness to a crime, were you not?
Why, yes. Yes, I was. I witnessed the defendant of this case, allowing his sheep to graze on the land of Mr. Charles Townshend.
For what reason do you see this to be a crime, Mr. Tull?
In England, we now have a law that forbids others to use land that has been rightfully enclosed from numerous small lands into one large one for the use of one owner.
Objection. These new laws do not allow for my poor sheep to graze anywhere. Should they not be allowed to graze freely, they shall starve.
Overruled.
Thank you, Your Honor. Continue, please, Mr. Tull.
As the land has now been enclosed, it is only available for the use of its owner.
I believe that is all the information we need, Mr. Tull. Thank you for your time. Now, Your Honor, I would like to call my second witness to the stand, the plaintiff, Mr. Charles Townshend.
Proceed.
Mr. Townshend, please tell us a little bit about yourself.
I am the English Secretary of State, and I'm really into turnips. They are the reason why I get up in the morning, and are just one reason why I am an important figure in agriculture today. I am heartbroken that Adam has allowed his sheep to graze on the land that I keep for my turnips.
Can you give us some background on the progression of your innovations in the field of agriculture?
With pleasure, I avidly pursue the adoption of the Norfolk four-course system, which we all know to be the rotation of crops. Every crop uses the nutrients in soil differently, so rotating turnips, barley, clover, and wheat helps to keep the soil just as fresh for all of them, which increases yield.
Thank you, Mr. Townshend. Your Honor, you may now call Adam to make his final statement before sentencing.
Adam, you may make your case for innocence.
It used to be allowed that my sheep were free to graze, but now that the enclosure laws have been enacted, I have nowhere to allow my sheep to graze. These enclosure laws have really impacted my poor peasant's existence. I have been kicked off the lands that my family has been on for generations, and I am driven to starvation just to keep my sheep alive. If I were to become a serf, my life would be ruined, and that my family has worked towards for generations would be lost. So I hope that my innocence will be proven, and my sheep and I can continue as before.
And prosecutor, you may give your final statement.
Yes, of course. As our witnesses, Jethro Tull and Charles Townshend have expressed, there are new laws regarding the enclosing of land, and despite going against traditional rights to the village's common land, law is law. Adam the peasant must be held accountable for ignoring these new laws by grazing his sheep on what is now private property. However, Mr. Townshend recognizes that as a result of these new laws, Adam the peasant has been left with a very tiny and unprofitable plot of land. Therefore, the prosecution proposes that rather than being executed, Adam the peasant serve a life sentence as a laborer on Mr. Townshend's lands.
Thank you, prosecutor. We will reconvene as soon as the jury has come to a verdict.
No need, Your Honor. This decision was rather simple, and we have come to a unanimous verdict. We, the landowning nobles of this village, have found Adam the peasant guilty of breaking the new enclosure laws by allowing his sheep to graze on our colleague's land, and we support the prosecution's sentencing proposal.
Very well, Adam. You've been a bad peasant. I hereby sentence you to life as a laborer for Charles Townshend. Who knows, maybe he'll let you take care of his sheep. Court is adjourned. This presentation is adjourned.